Welcome back to Sleepover. My name is Daniel Cabral.
I'm Vince Caldera.
I'm Luis Lamus.
And go, folks, we are back in the studio, all three of us. Though it's not as hot today, I think fall time is finally coming back.
There was an overcast.
Yeah. I killed a spider right before we recorded, and I called him something. I said, dude, I called him a brother. A friend.
A brother, yeah.
I killed him.
What color was the spider?
I don't even know, man. I don't really see color when it comes to bugs.
What was he wearing?
His skirt was too high. And I saw those legs, and I just could not.
You stomped him?
That abdomen, dude.
That abdomen, dude.
Let me see that thorax.
Well, you know, spiders are actually like considered sensual creatures.
Sensual?
Yeah, because they, like, what's it called?
Keep going.
This motherfucker was like, he knew the answer,
Keep
and then it was
going.
like, yeah, because.
They call, like, the bug population. Otherwise, it'd be too many bugs.
The fuck do you mean
sensual
sensual? What do you think sensual means?
Wait, what did...
I said
Sensual.
sensual.
Oh, I thought you meant essential.
Oh.
Yeah, they are
I thought you said
essential, yeah.
essential. I was like, oh, yeah, of course they are.
Yeah.
Sensual workers are the backbone of America. And we need to give them $1,200. Wait,
Yeah.
why weren't the people who were working also getting paid money? Just for
What do
being
you
like, like people got $1,200. People were getting like money, unemployment, right?
Mm-hmm.
The people who did not get their job, they should at least have got like a pat on the back.
No, well, everybody got a stimulus.
I know,
Everybody got
but
stimulus,
the people
yeah.
who were working still should have gotten like they should have gotten something, bro.
Yeah, Heroes Pay.
Did they get Heroes Pay?
Heroes Pay for essential workers. Yeah, it got
I mean,
like a pay
everyone
bump.
that worked through the pandemic was a hero, remember?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw the banners.
Dude.
It feels condescending when you
Heroes
hear about
were
it.
here.
I something along those lines. Whenever I work for like a white dude who is underpaying me, instead of paying me more, they're always like, Daniel, you're a fucking rock star. You're working
Yeah.
like 13-hour shifts for $12, and like you were a rock star today. I was like, fucking rock on, bro.
Yeah.
Open up the pit.
Dude, are you mad and then they say that and it's like when someone cuts you off in traffic but then they stick the hand out and you're like, all right, maybe they're cool.
Maybe, yeah.
Is that what that feels like when they do that?
Kind of. I was like, all right, dude. If you ever have somebody cut you off in traffic and then you pull up next to them and their window is down and you're about to talk shit, but then they're listening to a song you like, and you're like, fuck, dude. I love Phil Collins too. This guy might be cool. In another life, we could have been boys.
I am that superstar thing or that rock star thing is very real. Yeah, it's rock star, superstar, things like that.
They keep writing the bit for me because I like the premise, and I'm like, yeah, keep shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
take
Okay,
everything
this
you
is
say
me.
right
All
now.
It's,
They say,
you're a rock
let me get a
star,
fist bump,
You're a
man.
superstar.
This guy, what you did today was legendary.
Wow.
No, they do say that shit. It's always rock. It's rock stars or like you're about to start your shift. It's like 8 a.m. and you're like, you ready to rock and roll? And I'm like, nah, bro. You mean load these fucking trucks? For sure. I hate when you start a job, dude, and you get there at 8.
Or they call you boss. I don't like boss.
That's good. Yeah,
boss feels
damn.
like, if I was boss, you'd pay me like one.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Oh, damn.
There's something I dislike about Mexicans who just came to this country.
Okay.
And there's a lot. No, let me-
Keep going.
These
Let's follow that.
motherfuckers will work so hard for minimum wage, bro. And I'm like, dude, don't work that hard. You're getting paid by the hour, bro. You're making us all look fucking bad.
That's me seeing like dudes at the comedy store when they're like running behind the stage, and I'm like, it's never that
It's not
serious.
that, dude.
It's never that serious.
Relax, bro. You're already here, big dog. You're already here. Because when somebody works that hard for minimum wage is like, it's like if they paid you a penny less, they will throw that motherfucker in jail.
Yeah.
Keep that in your head when you're fucking killing
That's the
yourself.
least possible amount that they could pay you.
That is the least possible amount, or else they will literally arrest that guy.
Yeah.
But if you think about it that way, you're like, oh, fuck, maybe I should not kill myself for this job, dude. And for the Mexican people,
Never once.
today is not Black History Month.
First day
Yeah,
of
well,
Hispanic Heritage Month.
let's have it twice a year. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Well, why do we get September?
Why do we get September?
Yeah, it's Mexican
It
Independence.
coincides
We
with
get the middle of a month.
Yeah, it
Why-
coincides with something that happened in Mexico, I think.
It's half September, half October, right?
Yeah.
Fucking bro, even our month is crossing borders. You believe that shit? Bro?
That's pretty funny.
You believe? Yeah. Come on, man. That shit would kill in like Visalia or Vacaville. Even our month is crossing a border. God damn. It's so good to be here. My name is Vince Caldera.
Hey, man, give it up for the troops real quick,
Yeah.
man.
I got
Yeah.
caught having sex in class. Can I do that joke as I would say?
That's not even how I told it.
Oh.
But
Most
go
of the
on.
crowds. Wait,
Yeah.
is this actually a joke you had?
You've heard this joke.
Vince's
joke.
folks. This
You
is
want me to
this is
tell
Vince's
it?
closer right now. This is one of the funniest things I have ever. I swear to God.
Oh, you actually like it?
No, I remember Vince pitched this idea to Big Ralph in the room, and I pitched a joke similar, and then he's like, "Danny's, yours wasn't that good." Or he was like, yours was
Did
fine.
he say that to
No,
you?
he was like, that was all right. And then Vince told his version, and he was like, no, that's how you fucking do it.
So how you come up with
What
this
joke
stuff?
was
All right,
it?
well, Vince, you do I'll do my joke first, and it's so.
Okay.
All right, do yours and then I'll
Okay.
do the.
Growing up, I went to a middle school that was really homophobic. You've heard this joke, I think. Yeah, it was so homophobic that during lunch, I would have to chop up a banana into little pieces
Oh,
before shoving it up my ass. All right, it's a little funny, dude.
Yeah, I've
It's a little
heard it.
funny.
I've heard you do it.
Yeah, I told that joke to, and Lewis was in the crowd, and he was like, "What the fuck?" When I said the homophobic part, and I was like, "Bro, did you not? Do you not like?"
Bro, you were the guy.
You were the guy.
You were the guy, bro.
You were acting so shocked.
our middle school was only homophobic when you were looking in the mirror, bro.
What the
You
fuck?
just hated yourself, man.
What the fuck? How could I be homophobic? We went to school during 2008, bro. Of course, this would be homophobic. The housing market crashed. All right, Vince.
All right, is this,
Homophobic.
I just want to make sure I'm doing the right one. Is this the teacher one?
Yes.
All right. When I was in high school, and I did a lot of really embarrassing things. The most embarrassing thing I actually did was I accidentally called my teacher mom during sex. Yeah, but he was cool about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's your closer.
I've
swear
closed
to
on it. It's
God,
done
it
really well,
brings
yeah.
the house fucking down.
Yeah.
Because mine only has one misdirect, but Vince has two swerves, and I'm like, no, that's how you fucking tell a story.
I will say I did that joke in Arlington recently, and the part where I was like, I accidentally called my teacher mom during sex. Someone in the crowd was like, well, that's California for you. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, what the fuck?
Bro,
Wait, do you come out just repping Cali immediately?
Other people do that for me.
Okay.
Jaime introduced me. Your next comic. He doesn't even give like a credit or anything. He's like, your next comic's from California, and that's it.
Bro, honestly, and that's like such a bad move to do it.
People hate Cali.
He puts me in a hole by
Yeah.
saying that I'm from California because a lot of people from Texas don't like California.
Yeah, maybe you might even be to say better LA, but I don't even know what's better, LA or California. But usually I try not to mention it. And if I do mention, I make fun of LA immediately. Like I
Yeah.
got like, 'cause-
That's why I talk shit out here. Like at the Garage Mac one time, this chick was on stage and she's like, "Oh, I'm from Austin," and I booed.
yeah,
And
that's
I was
funny.
like, and then that one motherfucker whose ass crack is always showing at mics.
Luke Winicky?
Yeah, he gave me such a stank face, and I was like, "Shut the fuck up, bro! Like, if you're repping Austin, like, I really don't give a fuck. Like, we're in LA right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, dude. Austin rips.
You like Austin?
Nah, Austin, the city, everything besides the comedy was so much fun. The food was pretty good. I had a good time with the boys. Like what you say about going like on a fishing trip, like it's like you can just go on a kayak trip with the boys in the city, and I was like, this shit was kind of nice. The comedy was fucking dog shit though, for what we saw.
How long ago did you go to Austin? Because this is like a year ago.
April?
Was this a year ago?
Oh shit, was it?
I think it was a year ago.
God damn, all the time is blending together. But it was hot as fuck. But I enjoyed eating ribs with the boys. Fucking incredible.
You guys got Franks?
We got Franklin's, yeah. I made them wait for 3 hours for me, dude.
You've been to Texas, right?
No, never once.
Really?
You'd like it, dude.
Yeah.
You'd like it down there.
They call it Lewis Country for a reason.
They call it Lewis country.
I want to shoot a gun.
Oh, thought you wanted to shoot
In
somebody.
Texas, the guns shoot you.
Yeah, they give you a gun right at the door. They're like, "How come you don't have a gun, bro? Who do you, come on!" You get off the plane and they stop you. TSA's like, "Excuse me, sir, come to this room."
They're like, "Did
And
you
I'm
drop
like,
this?"
Did you? Yeah. And I'm like, "No, it's not mine. I swear to God." And they're like, "Arrest him. This guy's a pussy ass liberal." But yeah, and they hate California. I remember I was in Seattle and I was on vacation and I told somebody in the Starbucks line, I was like, "Yeah, we're visiting from LA," and this lady was like, "Oh, Pelosi country." And I was like, bitch, we're in Seattle right now.
Yeah.
Also, I don't even like that lady Pelosi either. Dude, I know she's hot as fuck, but I'm not going to vote for her.
Yeah.
She
she's
keeps
hot.
texting me, bro. It's
She
embarrassing.
does, bro.
She keeps asking for money. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I gave you money one time. Come on.
That is great. Politics is.
I can see why someone hit her like husband with a hammer, dude.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
That was.
shit.
Did
That
you
was
ever see
pretty
that?
nuts.
Did you guys see that footage? That was insane.
Oh, they released the footage?
Yeah, body cam footage because the cops showed up and then he was like being held hostage with the hammer, and then the cops are like, "What the fuck?" And the dude just swings the hammer.
Did they
That's
shoot the
crazy.
guy?
I think they got, or
Is
they
he dead?
No, I don't know. I
How
don't
the
know.
fuck do you not shoot that guy, bro? Cops should be shooting more people that No, just imagine. A cop.
I don't have to imagine because
Yeah.
that's the world that we live
That
in.
is the world that we
That's
live.
where
in.
we
What
live
is the
in.
only scenario where it's kind of cool that a cop shoots someone? Pedophile running away?
Now, I've
Cool.
seen,
All right, that's one.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
dude. I feel like they should just make a pedophile branch. Oh wait, they have SVU. Never mind.
Well,
Special
that's
victims.
But they should just make like a SWAT for pedophile, like, because it's obvious. It's like I've seen the things on YouTube, and it seems like a fun job. It's
Bro.
like,
They just burst the garage door.
Yeah,
open.
dude, stupid.
like, Daniel, put your hands up.
but it's like something like if you're against catching pedophiles, it's like, all right, what are you really standing for? It's a thing everybody can get behind. Right?
I saw this thing. I watch a lot of those like those shows where like people basically turn to like Dog the Bounty Hunter, but for like pedophiles
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
And it's interesting that a lot of
It's
people
because
are
you're trying to see how they caught the people, right? So you can
yeah.
avoid
Well,
it.
so I can tell Daniel what to not do.
No, this is like how this is how this is how a white girl like watches true crime. She's like, I'm watching this so it could avoid it happening to me. This is learning all their tricks.
Well, like some of it's like it's interesting to see that like a lot of folks are taking it into their own hands and stuff like that. But some people like
I feel like they're doing it more for the views,
Yeah.
more so than stopping pedophiles.
and someone on YouTube made a video about that where they think it's less about justice and more about exploiting this criminal for views and stuff like that. Because some of those catchers or hunters, they'll like do things that kind of like dehumanize them even more. Not like to defend the person,
yeah.
but they'll like shave their head and stuff like that. They'll make them drink piss.
I've seen them slap
like
them
that.
around in a Walmart.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
And it's like one of those things that's like, does the ends justify the means? And I'm like, maybe, dude, because we're still getting a guy off the street, you know?
Yeah.
And we
Actually,
should
a
be-
lot
we
of
should-
times they mess up the case.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
because
actually kind of
because
fucked
it's
up.
the
Yeah.
entrapment.
At least people know that this guy is a fucking pedophile, which is like the worst thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, because you can't even really live. Yeah, we should beat the shit. You know what I mean? That's the one thing everyone should be like, yeah,
Wait,
we should
I
be-
think it's funny that they call them like pedo hunters.
Yeah.
because it's like imagine hunting any other animal like that. Like you had to DM a horse online.
Oh yeah,
DM a deer
yeah.
online.
Yeah, you pull up to like a snake's den and you're like, did you try to meet this mouse, this little rat?
Bro, the shit that always made me crack up from Dateline is that they always pulled up with wine coolers.
Yeah.
They pulled
Yeah.
up with like the Smirnoffs or I forgot what the other one was called, the really colorful looking one.
What do you think they pull up with now? Like Buzz Balls?
Oh, definitely Buzz Balls.
Did you buy this Buzz Ball for this?
Buzz Balls and Juuls.
Jewel? Oh, yeah.
Are Juuls even a thing? Or is it
Those
just like the...
Zins or whatever that shit
Oh,
is.
Zins. Yeah, they pull up with Zins.
It's crazy. None of us smoke cigarettes, and if any of us do, I'd start snapping. I'd pull up.
I don't like how cigarettes smell. I feel like it's very, at least to me, it's very unattractive.
I think it looks cool as fuck, but it doesn't taste good and it smells terrible.
Yeah, just smoke
Yeah.
weed, bro. What the hell? Like, you get buzz.
I remember one time I was waiting for food and then we were like sitting outside and like this couple walked by and they're like, hey, do you mind if we smoke? And everyone was like, nah, go for it. And they pull out cigarettes and we're like, nah, we didn't mean that. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here, bro. That's disgusting.
I let the homie smoke in my car once. He was like, "Yeah, bro, go ahead." And then he smoked in the car. And then after, I was like, "Fuck!" Now it smells like my dad's van.
yeah.
Since your parents used to smoke in your car, I remember that because it just smelled like cigarettes for like a week afterwards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Was it more disrespectful for them to do that or crash the car?
My parents have crashed my car once before. My parents have taken my car without my permission.
They brought you into this world, though, Vince. Come on.
Sure.
You sound so fucking ungrateful right
It
now,
is,
man.
yeah.
It's like
Forgive me for
a
being
car, like
ungrateful.
you can always get a new car, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if somebody,
that's true,
if,
yeah.
if somebody's being rude to you at an auto zone, is your dad gonna pull up or is he not gonna pull up? Come on,
Yeah, he'll pull up. Yeah.
pull up, bro. He'll
Well,
pull up.
he'll use my
Exactly.
car to pull up.
Pull up
'Cause he
with
doesn't
a-
have a
He'll pull
car.
up. He'll pull up with a shopping cart if he has to, riding that bitch. But I get you.
I'm just imagining.
Nah,
you-
if the chef had any of you, you'd be like, my dad fucking fucked up my day, fucked up my life.
Hey, he's
I'm
good.
imagining your dad as a Mario Kart character, but he's in a shopping cart.
That dude would be getting hit with all the blue shells all the time.
Your dad's the kind of person who throws the green shell and hits people, dude. Like that's all skill right there. Doesn't track
all
anyone.
That is pretty sick. Wahoo!
Bro, I played Mario Party last night. That game, like,
You play by yourself or with people?
I played it with my girlfriend. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
cool,
Yes,
cool.
there we go.
It was-
That's what I'm talking about.
I won. Well, I didn't win. Bowser won.
Was it just you and her?
Yeah, but you have two like
Computers?
Computers, yeah.
Which Mario Party was it?
The most recent one for the Switch.
Well, is it? There's like a Superstars one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We went around these fruit-looking islands, but that one tests your
Oh, yeah,
relationship,
yeah.
dude.
How? What do you mean?
Because you can just steal their coins and their stars and stuff and like mini
I
games.
thought you were going to say because there was like a hot ass Yoshi. I was
Birdo.
like, Birdo. Birdo saw Birdo and was like,
She got that mouth.
she
dude.
got that mouth.
Nothing but mouth. She's mostly mouth. It's
I played as
crazy.
Wario, bro, and that fool like
Whoa.
caked
Yeah,
up, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Wario is kind of caked. They're all, why wasn't he in the movie, man?
In the sequel, no.
Here, I like the story how somebody told you that Wario was going to be in.
Devin fucking told me that shit. Our friend Devin like works on subtitles for movies, and he said he worked on the Mario movie. And months before, he's like, "Yeah, man, Wario and Waluigi are gonna be in the post-credit scene." And I was so fucking hyped, and then it ended up being Yoshi. And
Which,
I felt so stupid because I was so confident it was Wario.
were you telling
That's
people? You're
funny.
like, dude, guess who's going to be in there? Yeah, and everyone's like, Lewis, we don't really give a fuck that much, bro.
It's like when a child lies about something.
Oh, I have a fucking nephew that tells the truth about shit. That shit pisses me off.
What do you mean?
He spills
Isn't that
secrets.
good?
No,
Isn't that a
he
trait
tells
you'd
other
want to
people's
have?
fucking secrets
He's like,
immediately.
Uncle Daniel said for me not to tell you guys that he did this.
No, no,
He
no,
says
no.
this word in the car that he's not supposed to.
This motherfucker-
And it's only when it's during rap songs.
This motherfucker, like,
I was
he's,
thinking something else, but I like that direction.
he's stupid.
Go for it, Daniel.
He'll do this thing. I'll be like,
Wait, man, someone molests a kid, but they say like the N-word during it, and they get canceled for saying the N-word and not for the other thing.
fuck, bro.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy ass riff.
That shit was in your mind.
Yeah, dude. Some shit should have stayed in the drafts, my boy. But I like that you're taking bigger swings.
Hey, man.
I'm not even talking about my nephew. You're like, let me go make this
Let's
shit.
talk about being a child
I was
molester.
like, bro. All right, let's flip this shit back. All right, so he tells
The truth.
but he tells secrets that don't belong to him. Like he'll like when I went to Alabama for the first time, out of nowhere and unprompted, he told my mom, he's like, did you know Daniel was sleeping in the same bed as Jasmine? And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker?
They're like, you gotta sleep with your cousin, not
trying to think of
not your girlfriend.
trying to think of
How could
It's so
you?
stupid. But he'll do that shit. He'll do this to my other nephew too, and he'll get
like,
pissed.
now go fuck the goat. Go fuck the goat as punishment.
Alabama boys.
Some punishment.
He's a villain though. He's a villain for that shit.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that I
No,
don't
he
think
does-
that you should be telling a child any secret.
No, it's not a
at
secret.
all.
It's not a secret.
He just
Oh, okay.
he
It's
saw that
It's
and
just
then
he'll just bring it up unpromptedly, but he knows what he's doing, and he does it to his other brother too, and his other brother gets really mad.
do they call him a snitch?
Yes, they do call him a snitch.
Some kids they just revel in that.
But he does revel in that thing, and that's why I was like, "Bro, stop reveling in that." Everybody's like, "Stop snitching." I called him. I was like, "Bro, you're being a snitch right now. Why are you acting like that?" He's like, "Guess what Tito did?" And I'm like,
You're like,
"Don't tell me. Don't." I let him live his fucking
Wait, you're
life.
like, what do you do though?
What do you- no.
Is it
You like
better
spill
or
the
worse
tea.
than what
I'm
it
trying to
is?
be a cool uncle now.
Wait, what if he's not snitching? He's just spilling the tea.
No, that is.
What's the difference?
He would
Yeah,
like
actually.
that. Yeah.
What's the difference?
Snitching and spilling the tea. Spilling the tea is fun, bro. Because I'm like, ooh.
But is he getting anything out of snitching?
Huh? He's not get. He's just fucking. I don't know how to describe it.
He's an
being.
informant.
He's being a man. Yeah. He's listening to the conversation so he could tell other
Well,
people.
bro, he lives in Alabama. What the fuck is what else is there to do?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, what is there to do in Alabama? Like, what is the culture that your family?
You went there on vacation,
experiences?
so I guess you could check out all
For like
the
a
fun
week.
stuff. But
Yeah.
the everyday life, I like
It's
wonder
a little
about
more
that.
chill, bro. The South has a different energy, and when you get adapted to it, like in 2 days, you're like, this is nice. It's just
I love
fucking-
reading To Kill a Mockingbird growing up, and the way they describe like southern summers is so fucking cool. Just
Yeah.
the temperature change and the.
Southern Nights.
Is it like south, like
Mobile.
like New Orleans?
It's
is,
more
or
closer
like
to the. It is close. It's a bit more New Orleans-ish.
It is a coast city,
It's
right?
a coastal city, yeah. So it's a little different, but it was chill, you know. But my nephew's a snitch, and I'm trying to get him to learn how to not snitch.
I
on
feel like
people.
your cousin Evan has had that stuff happen too, where he's kind of said stuff that has gotten everyone else in trouble.
Well, I mean, Evan is now like 18 or 19 years old, and
Yeah.
when he was younger, he's like, I think the reference point is like he was like 11. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that he used to do, but yeah, just I mean, he'd be one of those guys that would play PlayStation, be like in those party chats and stuff, and just like curse out people
Oh, okay.
and stuff.
It's a
yeah.
cool ass kid then.
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
he saying? What kind of words?
Well, just like bad words,
What
like
kind of
the
words?
F word,
Oh yeah.
and like the B word.
Oh, shit.
All right,
Yeah.
okay.
That's bad.
Yeah. That's what I would
that's
tell him.
bad, bro.
I'd step in. I'm like, do you know what time it is right now?
I wonder if my nephew's
Nap time.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't one time you pretended to scold Venice because online she said the word nipple.
Oh,
You said that you bursted into the room and you're like, who told you what nipples are?
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, one time my little sister said. One time, my little sister, she was probably like 9 years old or something, and she was playing on the PlayStation, like Fortnite, and she's talking to her friend, and then I hear her say the word nipple, and then I go into the room and I'm like, who said that word? Who said that? And there's like two other kids in the room. It's like Davian and maybe Frankie or Evan. And everyone's quiet. I'm like, I don't ever want to hear you saying that word again in this house. That is a bad word. And whoever taught you that word was not raised right.
I remember one time we were so young, Vince, maybe like 15, 16, but we were getting a ride to your place from your mom.
Okay.
And then Davian and Venice were in the back seat. And your mom was so fucking mad at them.
Yeah.
Like, she was gonna take them to the mall or something. And she's like, I'm not fucking taking you guys to the mall. And like it got so quiet. And I just remember you turned around and you're like, You guys really fucked up.
Oh yeah, I loved saying stuff like that because it was kind of funny.
Didn't you say your dad used to do that to people in prison?
Oh yeah, my dad.
That's right.
Somebody would be like, "Oh my god, this is my first time in jail. I'm so nervous. I'm so fucking scared."
You just be like,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not seeing your family. You're never going to see your family again.
Tell what your dad would say.
My dad was in prison pretty often, and he'd do different stints, so he'd be there like for several years, right, for like a few years at a time. And one of the things that he'd like to do for fun is that whenever someone new would come in and they had never been like in that sort of
that world,
they'd be crying and they'd be like, "Oh, I fucked up. I messed everything up for my family. I can't believe I did this. Oh my god." Then my dad would be like, "Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, you should feel bad about what you did." And then they'd cry even more.
Yeah.
And then that was fun for him.
I can't imagine that first night in prison.
Mm-hmm. In prison, my dad says that the best thing to do is just walk up in the spot and then take a shit immediately. Let that people know.
I feel like that's more jail scenario though.
Anywhere really. I mean, you
Okay.
just get the jitters out, and then everyone's like, "Oh, he's been here before. He's taking a shit." Everyone else is trying to hold it. Just let your nuts hang.
Yeah.
Let your nuts hang immediately. And my dad, it's weird having him talk about jail because I'm like, "How was jail?" And he's like, "It's fucking like a vacation from your mom, so it's not that bad."
That's
what
my parents also say it's like vacation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, imagine booking that vacation.
It is fun. I don't know the way he describes it.
Someone else books it for you, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Someone
yeah.
does all the planning for
Or
you.
Yeah.
the Orbits and Priceline. You can book a
That's
trip to
crazy.
jail.
You can build up debt while you're in prison.
That is.
I can imagine walking out of prison and having less money.
That's why we have such a bad prison system. They motherfuckers go right back. They got nothing out here.
They recently passed this thing where they have a cap on how much you can be charged for phone calls. Because phone calls would really add up for a lot of families and they couldn't afford it.
Really?
Bro, I don't know what prisons it's in, but I've seen so much footage of people like watching Sunday Night Football or like the UFC fight in prison.
Yeah.
And they're betting with their food. They're like making piles
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
And they're recording that on their iPhones.
I think sometimes they're provided some shit. I don't know. I don't know how it is now.
I mean, I'm sure there's also like people that are a little crooked in those systems that can bring in.
It has to be,
that
right?
stuff,
Like every
right?
system, every prison has to be like that.
Free Tory. Did you hear he got his phone taken away?
No.
Did he really?
Oh, he was recording and
He made a whole fucking album, and then like they took his phone away the next
With
day.
the album on it?
I think he got it out, and then they took his phone away
Was it Bobby Shmurda that had like a whole verse?
from prison for
Yeah.
6ix9ine. Now there's a guy that wasted his fucking hype, bro. I don't know how, and like that gets me sad to think about because he went away in like 2014, right? Bobby Shmurda.
I think so, yeah.
Like,
For Hot Boy.
Yeah, enormous
Oh,
hype.
is that the
Hot Boy?
proper
That's
term?
edited,
I
yeah.
never knew that.
Hot brother, hot friend, hot amigo. Remember people were there was like a rapper named Cap G that was trying to make the word Migo happen.
Migo?
Yeah, like I'm here with my amigos, like try to make it, and I'm like, it's not gonna work. It's not just say the other word.
Isn't Cap G a Mexican rapper?
Yeah, he's a Mexican rapper, friend of the pod. You know,
Yeah.
I like one. I have a few of his songs, but
Yeah.
I could not. I could never be like me and my amigos. It feels just too forced. What do you think? What do you think's our thing? Just foos. When
I still say
word-
homies, honestly.
Yeah, me and my dogs.
I still
Homies
say
is
the
good.
homie.
The homies.
Yeah.
Whenever I see like the N word like on a meme, I just put foos instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one I posted
This
today.
fool.
Foos talking about they want to go to Six Flags. They want to ride Superman. How do you feel about that?
That meme or
Wait,
like
Vince,
the word?
you like the Incredicoaster, but would you do like Six Flags?
It depends on what ride on Six Flags. I might actually go to Six Flags this year.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of horror mazes that Universal once had, but they're bringing it to Six Flags. So like Saw is going to be one. I've never gotten to visit the Saw maze.
That was, I think, my first or second year was Saw.
Wow.
Really?
My first ever maze at Horror Nights was fucking Hostel.
Oh, that sounds scary.
That's pretty cool.
And it was, it's on the side house where like you kind of see like a silhouette of someone getting murdered like in a window up top. And I remember they've like pump in the smell of like flesh.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, I remember that one being really fucked up.
Who's the
Yeah.
guy that had to research that? Like, what's flesh feel like or smell like? And he's like, I'll give you some.
There's like a lot of research done for like the Hostel movies that they had to like research like torture devices and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Should've fucking-
based on real things that people. I think it's crazy that humans like have put so much thought into like torturing people.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the time that there's like a documentary and they're like, we went to an expert and it's just, we just see Vince pop
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm smoking. I'm doing the thing I hate the most.
They researched everything except a better fucking script, bro. You believe that? Read story.
They were like
Well,
Eli Roth movies too.
The thing with Hostel is that it was a Quentin Tarantino supported movie that he made with Eli Roth.
Yeah,
By supported, you mean did he produce it?
he
Yeah,
Big QT.
yeah.
I like some Robert Rodriguez shit.
He's Spy Kids.
Yeah, that's a shit I don't really vibe with actually.
Have you rewatched him?
Nah, I just don't like all the.
You don't like espionage, right? Because you believe like privacy is very important.
I don't think kids should be working that young.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Nah, fucking Desperado's so fucking cool.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, I just don't like the CGI.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico, is that him?
Yeah, it's also him. Desperado's the one before. Yeah, Machete
Machete.
too. He just got that fucking vibe, bro. That you never do Desperado? You probably love it.
I've never seen it.
It's so fucking.
My favorite
vibe.
Mexican director's
Guillermo del Toro.
probably Guillermo.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
We
Probably.
got so many good ones.
I think he's good. Like more than other directors would be like Spielberg or stuff like that.
Yeah, Cuarón is fucking tight,
Yeah.
bro. Gravity, remember that shit came out?
That was a wild
that
movie.
was a-
I love Roma. Roma made me cry.
Oh yeah, once I saw that it was in black and white, I was like, I think I'm gonna hold off on this one.
What's your favorite black and white movie?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Schindler's
I don't.
List kind of rips, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the Twilight Zone. That's not a movie, but it's like in black and white, the whole thing. The whole
I
thing.
like that. Yeah.
You ever watch Citizen Kane, Daniel?
Oh yeah,
I like Citizen
As
Kane.
the
a
whole
lot.
thing in black and white?
Mhm.
Okay.
Rosebud.
I'll do Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
Even though
yeah.
half of it is in black and white.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with the Wizard of Oz when I had to rewatch it for like a film class. It just, I don't know. I had to like, I guess because I had to force myself to watch it to like do an essay or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really vibe with that one.
Really? It's kind of.
It's because the line's scary, huh?
Yeah,
It's kind of. I got scared. I'm gonna be honest. The line
I
kinda
got too
scared
horny
me.
when I saw
Yeah.
I got
that.
too-
one.
When I saw the Tin Man, I was like, oh my god.
Fuck, yeah, I'm trying to take that hard, bro.
We're excited for Wicked, dude. We're big Ariana Grande
Wicked.
stands.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Future's doing the soundtrack for Wicked.
Wicked.
That's funny.
Dude, I love the fucking Future song that dropped this week. That shit was so good.
Which one?
It was a
Oh,
Playboy.
the Playboy Cardi. Dude, he sounds just like. You're
He
right.
has to know that it sounds like Future, right?
All red, man. Playboy
Yeah.
Cardi is a different guy.
I fuck with Playboy Cardi, bro.
I honestly, at this point,
I sent you guys a meme that was 9/11. Oh, I don't know if I sent it to you guys where it's like 9/11 if Playboy Cardi said he was gonna do it and the tower just still standing.
that's I like that. All right, let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. All right, we are back with Sleepover. We were talking about spooky stuff a second ago.
What
and,
were we talking about?
the horror movies.
Oh,
and all
the
that.
hostel and stuff
Eli
like
Playboy
that.
Roth
Cardi.
and Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a Playboy Cardi maze at Halloween Horror Nights.
Honestly, could he do it? Yeah.
Slap.
I could see.
I think he could soundtrack a horror movie.
I think he's not. I don't think. I can't imagine him. I could see 21 Savage right now because he has a lot of horror.
Well, he
stuff.
did that already. He did that with Spiral. Chris
he
Rock's
did. Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I was thinking of a maze though.
The Weeknd had a maze.
Yeah, Weeknd.
I don't know. Is he the Weeknd scary?
He has like a lot of horror. He dies like in almost every one of his music videos.
If Eminem had, I think, done more like publicity stuff, I feel like he could have had a maze at Horror Nights.
He could. I want to see the. I know you're not a big Weekend guy, but I do like his horror stuff.
I like the weekday. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a working guy.
You like Monday?
I like Monday,
working man, like Rush.
Tuesday. Yeah, like Rush. Yeah,
Oh, dude, I like Rush. Man, I want to.
they're Canadian.
They are.
Yeah, I think the Weeknd's also Canadian.
Yeah, just wait till Drake samples Rush and everyone like Tom Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer. I'm
And,
surprised he's never done it.
Subdivisions, I think, would be a good one.
It's coming, dude. But I've been listening to as I've been driving at this new job. I was listening to podcasts for a little bit, and that shit gets boring. Not Sleepover Pod. But,
Never once.
Never once. And we do it for the people that are driving to work, the people that are hiding their headphones from their managers.
The people who get called rock star, superstar.
Yeah, if you get called a rock star at your job and you're getting paid like less than fast food employees, we are doing this pod for you.
How come they never call me a porn star, huh? You're a porn star. Good job.
That's why you'll make more actually if you
yeah.
start raw dog.
Or actually, they should call me a porn star because I'm being exploited and not being paid enough.
that is
Crazy.
true.
You know,
I like
nuts. You could use that.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, all right.
My boss is fucking me.
Yeah.
My boss is fucking me.
Hey, my boss is
Hey.
fucking. Everybody's getting fucked at this job except my boss, dude. He's doing the fucking. But I've been listening to scary stories as I drive.
That's
for
funny.
like 5 hours.
Really?
That someone
Yeah.
that someone is at a red light next to you and they don't know that you are listening to a scary story. What? Because there's such niche scary stories.
Yeah.
What genre of scary story actually frightens you, or do you just like listening?
Yeah, right now I don't like listening to the sleep paralysis kind of stuff and ghost things because I feel
It's
like
relatable?
It's a little too relatable, and also it's like one of those things. It's like it only happens in your mind. I like hearing the stuff like that can
Yeah.
happen at a stoplight. You know what I mean? I'm not into true crime stuff though. Once I realize a
I
story,
don't like true crime either.
we can go down this rabbit hole, and maybe we will this episode. because I got some fucking things to say.
About true crime?
Yeah. Because true crime, and imagine I lose all the supporters of all because everybody listens to true crime pods. But once I hear a story like a real name, like it becomes about a woman that's murdered in this town, it starts becoming weird to me because I understand that's a real person and people are kind of like fucking fetishizing their death. And I'm like, bro, and it's always the most progressive white women that are so like in love with these stories. It's like, bitch, you're the problem, not me saying retarded on a podcast. You're talking about a girl who got her head chopped off.
I think it's when like they think that the serial killer is hot or something. I think that's when it's like Richard Ramirez or like that new guy, the Wade Wilson guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's Deadpool.
Wade Wilson?
That's Deadpool.
No. Well, they've talked about
he
that.
Does kill some
this is a joke that has been made.
You're sickening, dude.
Wade Wilson is the serial killer who I think, or the killer who was killed like 1 or 2 people and is now in jail, but people say that he's hot.
Who is this guy?
Well, I heard about this, like, there was a girl who had gotten murdered, and then her, like, murder became very famous.
Yeah.
And, like, people kept going to the gravestone that she was at, and, like, the family had to, like, get rid of her body to, like...
Yeah.
So that they wouldn't, like, you know, fetishize it.
And that's the shit that bothers me because it's always like, it's like an East Side thing. People have moved over here.
It's an East Side.
No, people who
East Side is loved.
I did this whole bit, and I think I spiraled at the show at Nico's.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I got to not perform in the East Side for a bit to get my brain right. But it's like a true crime. People move to this part of LA and they listen to true crime shit. And I'm like, bro, I grew up around real fucking crime. And like, you're listening to this shit and you're thinking this shit is a fucking joke. But there's people around this neighborhood that have been murdered.
It's very Joker of you.
What?
I live this shit.
No, but you know
what you're saying.
The thing too. You know, like people who have been killed or like criminals and shit, and they're like, "Whoa, wouldn't it be crazy if somebody died?" And I'm like, "Bitch, people used to die in this neighborhood all the time."
Well, to be fair, when those fools are telling that story, it's kind of sick to hear.
What, them kill?
When the dudes are talking about like how they killed someone or some shit, it's pretty sick.
But then like I don't know, like they're like. I don't know how to explain it, but they're making it fucking.
What if
like,
it was fools telling true crime stories, but it's just the crimes they committed?
That is fucking kind of.
I'd fuck with that true crime.
And we fucking the FBI's like, you're gonna want to listen to this fucking pod.
But they hide it because they're like this fool, dick.
You're stupid. But like I think that's a different thing because they're talking about.
The FBI agent just thinks there's someone like a big guy doing all the murders, and he's like, there's one guy named this fool.
You're stupid. It's Chris Estrada. It's stupid. But what do you call it?
I ever sound like the people like really they like it like almost too much where it's uncomfortable.
There's a fucking podcast called like My Favorite Murder.
Yeah,
and that's fucking weird, bro.
Especially for the victims and the family of the victims.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking gross.
Have you guys ever heard of Windshield Girl?
Porsche Girl? You mean Porsche Girl?
Is it Porsche Girl?
Yeah,
that was fucked up.
That's fucking it's gross.
What happened to her?
Ari's friends told me about that like last summer in New York.
Ari's friend?
No.
Okay.
They just knew about it, but it was like. It was this like girl who was driving a Porsche and she like crashed and died and her face smashed into the windshield.
Keep going. You're reminding me of something.
Yeah.
I'll say right after.
Well, the photo of her like face
really gross,
crashed into the windshield got so famous that like people found out about it and then they would mail that photo to her parents
all the time.
That's
email
unbelievable.
Them. Yeah,
that is that is so terrible to do to another human that's like lost their child.
Yeah.
You know.
Because people try and say like, oh, she's a rich girl driving like a Porsche, but even still, it's like,
what are their parents? Yeah.
Look, I don't like rich people, but I also feel like sometimes when people die unfairly and unjustly, it's like, all right, that sucks. Yeah, because not everyone deserves that.
Mm-hmm. What did it remind you of though?
So I heard another terrible thing. My girlfriend, she loves period piece stuff, like history, and she read like a lot of period piece literature. But
she's always bringing up history, huh? Bro?
Oh man, she loves it. She's a historian. The thing that she told me about.
Who is this bitch? That's what she's
Who art thou, bitch?
With whom? With whom, bitches? All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She was telling me the story, and this is, I guess, a well-known story, but that once there was like this king or this like monarch-like person that had a bride, you know, his queen and everything like that. And once she died and lost her life, he was very sad. And then once there came a day where this king saw this like young boy that looked exactly like his wife that had died.
Oh, I heard about this in Succession.
Mm-hmm. And so they get the kid and they castrate him, and then he becomes his wife. And then afterwards, that boy gets taken away by another king, and then another king, and then finally kills himself.
This is a true story?
This is a true story.
Damn.
Bro,
I think it was like the
that's
Romans that did that
nuts.
shit.
That's fucking
crazy.
First of all, nuts. Also, fucking gay.
Well, also there's no nuts, so we can't say nuts. Yeah.
but yeah. First, they needed like the royal jester to be like, Your Majesty, you're fucking gay. Because
That's
Just
crazy.
they're gonna say so many people by just roasting the king. The jesters.
Yeah.
I think the role of a jester is very scary because like you could be placed on a catapult. Like some of them were placed on catapults and thrown because they did a bad job.
Woohoo!
That is a real thing. Imagine like like we've all done comedy here, but like imagine you bomb and that means it's the end of your life.
Bro, I wish that would happen to
Sometimes
some
it feels
people.
like I want that shit to happen.
And the audience doesn't even have to worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. You'll never see me again.
I declare thee a dead motherfucker.
That's crazy.
That's
My new joke bomb, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
drive on the wrong side of traffic.
so. What was this? So this boy
Yeah.
looked like a girl, and they chopped his dick off.
I think he was just
You sound like,
androgynous.
you sound
He might
like
just been
Rogan
like-
right now. So what? Roy, go back to that. You're telling
That
me.
was no, because that's a wild ass story. But like the fact that like they would do that shit, like, bro, that's gay.
Yeah.
You're having, and first if it's pedophilic, pedophile.
There's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like Oedipus stories where someone fucks their mom and kills their dad.
Yeah.
They were just fucked up back then, bro.
Well, also like if someone like if their wife or if their husband had died, right? Then like the brother would step in and marry and be like the wife. Yeah, that's like a
Would be
more
the-
recent
wait,
thing.
would be the wife or marry the wife?
Would marry the wife
That'd
in
be crazy.
place.
He'd be the
That's-
wife.
It's crazy. There used to be this old Roman tale where they said that men had to tell someone else if their girl got handled before they got with them.
There's actually hieroglyphs in
Yeah, yeah,
Egypt
yeah,
that
yeah.
show one pharaoh talking to another pharaoh at a wedding.
And he's like, my boy that she got.
My boy, she is ran through.
He's like, you see that sphinx?
Yeah. Now,
The boy got it.
I don't mind a girl's past. Whatever she did before me is before her. However, if there's people that I know, then I'm like, all right, then it becomes like a thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, if like
Even what if you're like a year or 2 years in, and then you find that shit out?
Well, would that change things? Like, would that like melt your brain?
I wouldn't want it to, but knowing me, yeah,
But
probably.
knowing me.
Yeah, I mean, knowing most people, they could say that it would not, but it does. You
She
know
was
what I
like,
mean?
your girl kissed someone in the 5th grade and your face melts.
I'm fucking fall.
That's the Impractical Jokers.
You
They're
held his-
like, hey, tell him that his girl got a train ran on him. It's like, oh fuck,
That's
Sal,
how
I
you,
can't do it.
That's how you start a fucking true crime, dude. Those, yeah, I saw.
That's
fucking,
true crime for men. Is telling other people the people that their girl has slept with.
Yeah.
They're like, no, don't
Oh,
tell me
no,
this, bro.
don't tell me.
It can happen to anybody. I least expected it to be them. They were so quiet.
A train is a lot, bro. You know what I mean? A train is
Well, some trains are longer than others.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
the length don't matter, the amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many cars were in that fucking train?
Who's pumping that coal,
Day-o. Daylight
Wait,
Oh, wait.
comes.
This is me on a train. This is me on a train. Okay. I think I can. Then when I finish, I'm like, I thought I could.
Who posted the meme being like, when you're last in the train and she has to be eaten out?
Oh, London Lee.
That's funny.
Oh, dude. Would you guys ever do a train?
No.
Yeah, maybe. I think I do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I just couldn't be around that many other naked guys.
I just hope that the guys are really gentle to me, you know? Because, like, I've never done it, so if I hurt,
I wanted to be somebody that trusts me and respects me. You know?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why.
Well, if you're
All
getting
10
a
of
train
them.
on you, they probably don't respect you.
what was that other song I was playing? Fucking Jump in the Line.
Oh, wait. You have to be playing Crazy Train the whole time by Ozzy Osbourne.
Fuck, dude.
but that's how it goes. Wait, Daniel, so you saw Beetlejuice. I'm not going to say it a third time.
Wait, so Dale, you saw a train being ran on somebody.
Bro, honestly, I
Could you be in a train?
at that party, dude? At that party.
Oh,
that
yeah?
I
Oh,
was
the-
in. Yeah. there was-
Wait, you said you had a crazy weekend
what did I do?
in Catalina.
Hey, is that where your back hurts?
Oh yeah, man.
You forgot your hat, bro.
Daniel woke up. He's like, I was so tired this morning, bro.
I was exhausted.
I woke up
brother.
sticky. It
I
wasn't
woke
even
up-
hot.
Yeah, you ever wake up sticky and be like, how did I get here, man? And then you see fucking Vince's shoes next to you.
You see the toe shoes?
Yeah. I see only one pair of footprints in the sand, and then I'm like, that's when Vince was running the train on me. What did I? Yeah, I had a week. I worked in Catalina on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Catalina is so beautiful. Have you guys ever been there?
I
I've
went.
never been.
Vince and I actually, when we were in the 5th grade, our entire class got a trip to Catalina Island.
Wow.
And Vince and I were like one of the 4 students who didn't get to go.
Yeah, because my grandma didn't want me to go. She said
Yeah.
it was too dangerous.
It's haunted. You would actually like it because they have the haunted casino there.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, you've never heard
Everyone
of
loses all their money
Well,
all the time.
I feel like I would lose at a haunted casino. It'd be
this? You're
against me,
silly.
yeah.
You never heard of the casino on Catalina Island?
No.
Oh, you would love it.
It sounds like you're making it up the
Wait,
more you talk about
I
it.
fuck with the idea of someone who like loses at every single casino, and they're like, you just gotta check this one out, and he finally like rips, and he finally does it, and then it ends up being an empty casino all around him.
That does feel like, and I'm not even fucking around. Like, no bullshit. The casino. Sometimes I have to walk back from the venue and I have to walk by the casino, and it does have that fucking vibe. Where
Yeah.
it's just like, I think it's an abandoned casino, and now it's like a tour place.
Oh, it's
but
abandoned.
it's
now.
not abandoned. It's like it was
Well-
a casino, and now it's like you do like tours and such there. And but
Like
It is
ghost
crazy how
tours?
some places just have like the vibe. Like I
you
remember,
could feel that vibe over there. Yeah.
I remember one time Vince and I walked over Suicide Bridge at night, and like, yeah, it's crazy. You're walking and you feel like someone is walking behind you, but you turn around and there's no one there. Like you don't even hear the footsteps or anything,
Yeah.
but you get that sort of presence.
That's
you know?
that life of being a
You know,
woman.
what's interesting about Suicide Bridge is that before they put up the metal fence, there was actually a meeting where people were going to try to like argue whether or not they should even put the metal fence up to prevent people from jumping.
Yeah.
And obviously, like that meeting led to them putting it
Putting it
up.
up.
But what I like the stories of that bridge is that a woman with her baby jumped off of that bridge, but the baby survived
Whoa.
and was in some branches, but the woman did not survive.
The baby was in branches.
Yeah,
God,
like it was
this is-
caught by like a tree.
It's our fucking darkest
insane.
episode, I think, of
Yeah.
Sleepover Pod.
It does look very dark in here. I think it just put us in the mood.
You did. And honestly, I kind of like, because I did want to talk about spooky stuff
Fuck,
today.
I forgot to say trigger warning. My bad,
Yeah,
guys.
this is the spookiest because I've been listening to these ghost
But
stories.
to be fair,
Wait, you were
the,
saying something.
the fencing at Suicide Bridge looks
Yeah.
terrible now.
It does, and I feel like
I would take the deaths.
yeah, I would fucking Republican out and be like, fuck these guys, bro. Like, why do I gotta pay for some shit? These motherfuckers are killing themselves.
Who built it?
Who built it? Yeah, who built that shit? I don't know, the immigrants did.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you about Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah,
Because I asked you what you thought of the movie, and your only response was Jenna Ortega's very pretty.
she is. I'm a big
She's
fan.
pretty,
I'm a big
yeah.
fan of Jenna Ortega, dude. Vince really likes a lot of her earlier stuff from like 2018, 2017.
What was she in?
There's stuff you like, honestly, back then.
Well,
I'm more of her. I'm a big fan of her stuff from like 2022 on.
It's great. I don't watch a lot of movies, so I don't know what else she's been in.
I actually don't know the references either, but
I'm
I'm
just saying that's when
finding
she was
this
like
funny.
underage. Oh,
Oh,
I did.
well,
I did say this before
yeah.
on the live, but in Beetlejuice, he has a photo of Winona Ryder from like the first movie, and in the movie she's like 15 or 16, and
Yeah.
Beetlejuice is like, wow, yeah, and that's very Vince energy, dude. He's like, I gotta marry her. You've seen Beetlejuice?
I saw it last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why?
I had never seen it.
What'd you
Did you
think?
like it?
I like the miniatures in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looked really cool.
You don't like Michael Keaton?
He's cool. I mean, he's cool. I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna be a person that's like Beetlejuice is like the best movie ever.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Like I feel like it's one of those movies that you have to watch.
All right, I got into an argument about this, but
Yeah.
is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? You guys both answer at the same time.
Let me give me
It's
like
a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah, it's a Black History Month movie.
Oh, that would be funny if Jack opens the door to Black History Month.
The movie just ends.
no, that's what you hear. What's this? What's this?
He's like, I see dead people. It's Kendrick Lamar coming out, playing that whack ass song.
Sometimes you got to pop out.
Sometimes you gotta pop out. Now, Jack Skellington, I feel like he could say it.
Oh, 100%.
Hundo P.
In a weird way, I do believe that he could say it.
Well, how far away are we from a live action Nightmare Before Christmas? Because
Hopefully
I
never.
feel like it's coming.
Well, you guys didn't answer the Halloween or Christmas movie.
I'd say Christmas movie
I'd say Christmas. Yeah,
because it has
It's-
Santa Claus in it.
Also, because Christmas is in the name. I had to go with that.
I'm sorry, Sandy Claus.
Sandy Claus.
Sandy Claus.
Um,
Boogie Boogie always looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
He is a pretty cool
They,
guy.
they came out with the comic book about them fighting to become the
Pumpkin King.
Pumpkin King.
Yeah, but they were actually best friends. I have the first 2 issues of that.
Yeah, there's always a fucking Mexican kid that's really good at math that has a Nightmare Before Christmas sweater. You know what I mean? And that guy, he doesn't talk to anybody, but he fucking is so good.
that sweater never comes off.
I
He
do
never
feel like
comes off.
Mexicans like The Nightmare Before Christmas a lot, and there should be like some research done on that.
Probably the Dead. They're very big on the
Like-
Dead.
Yeah, Day of the Dead kind of vibes.
That was like our Coco before Coco
Yeah.
came out.
Like, everybody wanted
I've still
to be
never
Santa.
seen Coco.
Yeah. I do think you'd like it.
Yeah, my mom and my sister made my mom and watch it, and because her dad was like a mariachi, and she's like, oh, maybe she's gonna feel like emotional, and then she just was like, that was all right. And then my dad liked it a lot. I think he liked it though.
Yeah.
Coco's one of those.
And they're like,
movies.
remember me.
What's the last
That
movie your
song
dad
is-
really liked, Vince?
Last movie my dad really liked. What's the last thing that I showed my dad? The only thing I remember showing my dad is Donnie Darko when he got out of prison, because I was like, what movie has he missed out on? And in my mind, I'm like, I just saw Donnie Darko. I liked it. I think my dad will like it. I popped it onto the PS2. And I'm just like always loving this. Tears for Fears just came on. That song. He's stepping off the bus.
That scene is so fucking when the camera flips upside down and it goes through the high school.
All right, he probably is wondering why the jet engine landed on his house. Okay, cool. He's probably like doing the math.
Have you guys ever?
Frank the Bunny just came out. He's probably tripping right now.
Have you guys seen the video explaining what the movie's about?
It's about I'm remembering, but also I can't say it out loud.
Because apparently, like, there's a book that he's reading throughout the movie about like metaphysics or something like that, and yeah, it's all. If you read that actual book, because it's a real book, like it breaks down to what happens in the movie. Like that jet engine falling from the sky is like it creates a timer, and the world's gonna get destroyed in like 30 days, essentially, or whatever the timeline is that they give.
It's 28 days. Keep going.
But Donnie is essentially given supernatural powers to sort of right that wrong. Like and then they kind of break it down in the movie where he starts fires and he never has like matches or anything like that, and it ends up being that, he has to sacrifice himself by time traveling, by sending the jet engine in the first place. So he sacrifices himself because he dies at the end of the movie with the jet engine coming down, and he essentially saves the world in that sense.
I think it's 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds as when the world will end. That's how long before my dad was released from prison.
And the craziest thing is that your dad knew what the movie was about because in his time in prison, he read that metaphysics book.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, him and his friends, his colleagues, were just reading.
So what did he what did he think of the movie?
He didn't talk about it at all. He went home
because he was speechless.
That movie fucked up your dad so much.
Yeah.
He's like, this Jake Gyllenhaal guy. Wow.
I remember my sister tried putting Napoleon Dynamite on for my dad, and he watched 10 minutes of the movie, and he took it off. And she's like, Dad, why are you taking it off? I really wanted you to watch this. And he's like, this movie's so good, I'm going to save it for later. Oh, dude, it's just the funniest shit about like when I had him watching Logan, because Logan is so much more different from the other ones.
Yeah,
and he was when he finally realized it was Wolverine, he's like, "That's the fool with the claws." And then he took it off 30 minutes later. I was like, "You didn't like it?" And he was like, "He killed too many Mexicans."
X-23 is Mexican, no?
Yeah, she's like Vince. Lewis always sends me some like pictures of her
because Vince sends it to me.
He's like, the girl from Wolverine really grew up. And I'll look, folks, she did.
You just can't deny it.
You can't deny the fucking bee stings up top. Lewis told me to say that.
You're so stupid.
Lewis is actually a sicko.
You're stupid.
One day Lewis Lemus will be brought to justice. Will that day happen while I'm alive? I don't know. But I pray for that day.
I'm not stuck on this podcast with you guys. You guys are stuck on this podcast with me.
Oh, shit, we're stuck in this goddamn garage. What a beautiful.
Would you guys rather be Rorschach or Joker?
I'd rather be Rorschach. He seems cooler.
Which Joker? Because Joker has like fucking bitches.
The one without bitches.
No, every Joker has some type of bitches.
Not Joaquin's. Remember he was imagining it in his head?
Bro, he literally has Lady Gaga about to
that movie has not come out, so it's not in the fucking canon.
We're
not including it because it hasn't come out.
Joker is famous for having a girl that he mistreats and loves him.
That is the least thing that he is famous for.
Bro.
No one has ever liked Joker, the guy that always has hot girl.
Dark Knight Joker then. He has no bitches.
Oh, you know that guy's fucking
hell no,
he's
dude.
Fucking
hell
somebody.
No, he burned money, bro.
Yeah, he had all that money to blow though. What's more impressive to a girl? Like
he
having
did get
nobody?
suited up. He got the badass suit with all the money first thing.
Yeah. Hello, beautiful. Yeah, he's lying his ass off because he knows he has some bad bitches. That Joker has bitches for sure. Come on.
I don't think
I
so.
didn't see no bitches. So
nah, bro, because he keeps the shit low key, keeps the shit tight.
He
keeps the shit close to the chest.
Close to the chest.
If
It
he
reminds
had
me of somebody I know.
He would have at least had like a hickey or something.
That's why
That's what the makeup
that's
was
what the
for.
makeup is
Oh,
for.
okay,
That girl
yeah.
bit off his face, dude.
It's crazy.
Even
No,
Batman had no bitches in that movie.
No, Batman Batman was down bad over the most mid girl.
I think she's cute. What's her name?
Who's the character?
She's Jake Gyllenhaal's sister.
Yeah, I would rather fuck Jake, honestly.
Maggie Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
Oh, Maggie
Have you
Gyllenhaal.
ever seen?
You'd rather fuck Jake.
Have you seen the video of Skip Bayless arguing with what the fuck is his name? Stephen A. about The Dark Knight
No.
from 2008. These motherfuckers are having a debate about The Dark Knight, and then Stephen A. is like, the only point I agree with you on is that Maggie Gyllenhaal was not a fine woman in that movie. You need to get a Halle Berry, Angelina Jolie, something I could work with. Maggie Gyllenhaal. And I was like, you know what? These guys might be cooking.
I fuck with Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Mhm.
Name.
What else has she
Yeah.
been
What
in?
else? What other movies are you?
Well, this is a weird thing, but when I was a kid, we had like Stars and HBO,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
and I would every single time an R-rated movie came up, I would go to the beginning of the movie, and a thing would come up saying like, "There's brief nudity" or whatever. And I ended up watching so many good movies because I was like, they're gonna show titties at some point.
Briefly.
Briefly, I'm like,
or partially.
I'm watching Oscar-nominated movies just to see the fucking titties pop up for like a second. And one of them was like a weird Maggie Gyllenhaal movie where she's like a woman who is on parole trying to like take care of her kids, and she like at one point pops her titties out, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is hot.
Yeah.
And it was ingrained in my mind, and from then on, I was like, she's hot.
She had those.
Do you
little-
remember the name of the movie?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Waitress or anything like that, but
What's that? There's a movie where she's like a secretary or something, and then she fucks a dude. It's like 50 Shades of Grey-ish. I thought that's the movie you're talking about.
that's crazy. 50 Shades of Grey was just
Twilight fan fiction.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were like, this is good, but it's Twilight fan fiction. She's like, I'll just change all the characters' names, and they're like, it's literally one of the best-selling books of all time.
When is somebody gonna write sleepover fan fiction?
Don't
It
tempt
could
them.
be you.
Don't tempt
When
them,
is
Daniel.
somebody gonna write sleepover fan
Please
You
fiction?
don't
already,
tempt
have,
them.
you already have such great fodder. I talked
Yeah.
about myself being part of a train. So
Yeah.
let's see what you can do
Oh
with
my
that.
God.
Vince is the only person who can run a train by himself.
Bro's like Optimus Prime with that thing.
Did I send you guys a clip? Who inspired more people, Optimus Prime or Captain America in the movies?
Dude, imagine them linking. That'd be crazy.
That's happened in Avengers and Transformers. They've been a crossover.
Oh, I think I actually have that comic book.
yeah.
I think
you might.
Yeah, I got to give my comics away though. It's about time. Fuck, dude. I want to. Who gives a better? I think Optimus, honestly. Imagine Optimus turns like you can't have Transformers now. The motherfucker turns into an electric vehicle.
All right,
No one wants a
Optimus is
Cybertruck.
made out of vibranium.
Imagine a Cybertruck fucking Transformer, bro.
Good break, bro.
I'd break. You can-
That if there was a Cybertruck Transformer, he'd be an asshole.
He'd be
He'd be like the biggest asshole
Bro, he'd be
out of the
He'd
Autobots.
be listening to Jordan Peterson, bro. Get this fucking.
Oh yeah, you know Bumblebee has like the radio voice, like he just has Jordan Peterson.
He's play Alex Jones.
Bro, this Transformer's scared to talk to women. Megan Fox, he would like never look at Megan Fox in the eye, bro. The Transformers would run away from Megan Fox. They don't even need the Allspark. They're just scared of titties. Now that's some heat right there, baby. That's why you watch Sleepover.
For the Transformer.
For the Transformers riffs. Well, that's been this episode of Sleepover. We're about to hop over to the Patreon where we are going to discuss a lot of spicy stuff.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Guys, join.
Join the Patreon. People have. And we're going to shout you out on the Patreon. So if you're wait for the Patreon. We're going to shout you out, show you some love. But I've been Danny Cabral.
I'm Vince Caldera.
I'm Luis Lamus.
See you guys next time.